Alright, let's talk about the internet. That magical place where you can watch a cat play a tiny piano, learn how to bake sourdough bread, and apparently discover the winning lottery numbers for next Tuesday, all thanks to a man in a sparkly tunic pointing at a chart of the sky. Welcome to the world of online astrology, a digital galaxy that has exploded in popularity. You can't scroll through your social media feed for more than 30 seconds without seeing a video promising to reveal your lucky color of the day or the 4 zodiac signs destined for a massive financial windfall this week. Spoiler alert, your sign is always one of them. It's a brilliant business model, really. These videos are incredibly slick. They often feature charismatic hosts, dramatic music, and graphics that look like they were rejected from a 1990s science fiction movie. The message is always tantalizingly simple. The universe has a special plan just for you, and for the low price of your attention, they will decode it. They'll tell you which numbers to focus on, what initials to look out for in a future romantic partner, and why you, a Gemini, absolutely must eat a blueberry muffin on Thursday for cosmic alignment. It's specific enough to feel personal, yet vague enough to apply to literally anyone who has ever seen a muffin. It's the fortune cookie of the digital age, but with a much better algorithm. The sheer volume of this content is staggering. Channels and pages dedicated to this brand of pop astrology rack up millions of followers, all hanging on every word about Mercury's latest retrograde-induced temper tantrum. It's a testament to our very human desire to find meaning and a little bit of control in a world that often feels chaotic and random. People want to believe that there's a cosmic cheat sheet, a secret backdoor to success and happiness, and these digital soothsayers are more than happy to sell them the map. And let's be honest, it's more entertaining than looking at your actual bank account. This isn't your grandmother's newspaper horoscope anymore, tucked away next to the comics. This is astrology on steroids, optimized for likes, shares, and a constant stream of engagement. The new astrologer isn't just a guide. They are an influencer, a brand, and a content creator rolled into one. They have merchandise, paid subscriptions, and a comment section buzzing with people desperate for a sign. They've managed to turn the cosmos into a content farm, and business, it seems, is booming. But as we'll see, when you look past the glitter and the grand promises, you might find that the stars they're pointing to are just studio lights. Now, let's get specific and talk about the bread and butter of this entire operation. Lucky numbers. Yes, numbers. Supposedly plucked from the ethereal plane by our enlightened guide, these digits are presented as the key to unlocking, well, anything. A better job, a new car, the motivation to finally clean out your refrigerator. The videos are masterpieces of suspense. Our host, let's call him Cosmic Chad, will lean into the camera, his voice a conspiratorial whisper, and reveal the sacred numbers that will supposedly align with your financial destiny for the week. It's always something like 7, 14, 23, 31, and 42. The genius of the lucky number strategy is its perfect, unprovable nature. If you happen to see the number 23 on a license plate later that day, you'll think, wow, Cosmic Chad was right. The universe is speaking to me. You won't remember the other 4 numbers you completely ignored, nor will you consider the statistical probability of seeing a common number in your daily life. This is called confirmation bias, and it's the jet fuel for this entire industry. You see what you want to see. The numbers are a hook, a simple, memorable bit of information that makes the viewer feel like they've been given a genuine secret. This tactic is pure, unadulterated clickbait. Ujojibiede, as they might say. It's designed to do one thing and one thing only, keep you watching and coming back for more. The titles are irresistible. These 5 numbers will change your life before Friday. Or ignore this video if you don't want to receive unexpected money. It's the digital equivalent of a flashing neon sign that says, free money, and who among us has the willpower to ignore that? The astrologer gets views, the platform's algorithm promotes their channel, and they gain more followers, creating a self-sustaining cycle of numerical nonsense. The problem is, it's a game where only the house wins. The astrologer's follower count grows, their ad revenue increases, and their influence expands. Meanwhile, the viewer is left chasing phantom numbers, waiting for a magical windfall that was never going to arrive. It's a harmless bit of fun, you might argue. But when you have thousands, or even millions of people basing their hopes and even judged finanční rozhodnutí, their financial decisions, on these randomly generated digits, it stops being harmless. It becomes a system of manipulation, dressed up in the language of the stars. So you might be thinking, okay, maybe the lucky numbers are a bit silly, but these astrologers genuinely believe they're helping people, right? Oh, you sweet, optimistic summer child. Let's pull back the curtain a little further, because this is where it gets truly cynical. It turns out that some of these online prophets aren't just reading the stars, they're reading scripts. And those scripts are sometimes paid for by people who want to spread specific information, which, to put it mildly, is not based on planetary alignments. It's a cosmic bait and switch. Imagine this scenario. A company wants to generate buzz around a new, let's say, slightly dubious investment app. They could spend a fortune on traditional advertising. Or they could pay a handful of popular online astrologers a hefty sum to work their product into the cosmic narrative. Suddenly, the weekly prediction videos are all saying, Jupiter's entry into Taurus signals a fantastic time for digital investments. People whose names start with J, M, or S should be looking at new financial tech platforms this week. It sounds like a prophecy, but it's actually a paid advertisement. This is a profoundly deceptive practice because it abuses the trust that these creators have cultivated with their audience. Followers believe they are receiving ancient wisdom from a spiritual guide, a person who is looking out for their best interests. They don't realize they are being served a commercial message laundered through the language of astrology. The astrologer isn't a conduit for the universe. They're a billboard. They are taking money to knowingly present false information as a spiritual truth, and that is a line that, once crossed, is very hard to come back from. The worst part is how difficult this is for the average viewer to detect. There's no hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored when the universe itself is supposedly the sponsor. It's a covert operation. The astrologer maintains their veneer of authenticity, the paying client gets their message out to a receptive and trusting audience, and the viewer is manipulated without ever knowing it. It transforms a practice that is, at best, a form of entertainment, and at worst, a delusion, into an active tool of commercial deception. The cosmos, in this case, has been completely corrupted by capitalism. This brings us to the most obvious, yet most overlooked question in this whole cosmic circus. If these astrologers truly have the power to predict future events, why are they spending their time making YouTube videos? More specifically, can they predict anything? And I mean anything, for themselves or their immediate family in the short term? I'm not talking about grand, sweeping prophecies about the fate of nations. I'm talking about simple, verifiable things. Like, can they predict that their kid is going to get a C- on their history paper next Tuesday? Let's really think about this. Can they predict, with certainty, that their car will get a flat tire on the way to the grocery store next week? Can they tell you which of their stocks will go up and which will go down tomorrow with 100% accuracy? If they could, they wouldn't be begging for subscribers and selling zodiac-themed coffee mugs. They would be the richest, most powerful people on the planet. They would be sitting on a private island, sipping something expensive, having foreseen the market crash of 2029 and cashed out at the perfect moment. Their About Me page would be a live feed from the Cayman Islands, not a list of affiliate links. The stark reality is that their predictive powers seem to conveniently fail when it comes to their own lives. They are subject to the same random inconveniences, surprises, and disappointments as the rest of us. The astrologer who predicts a financial windfall for Virgos still has to deal with unexpected plumbing bills. The guru who warns of communication breakdowns during Mercury retrograde still gets into arguments with their spouse about whose turn it is to take out the trash. Their inability to foresee the minor, everyday details of their own immediate future is the biggest red flag of all. So why don't their followers ask this question? Because it shatters the illusion. It's uncomfortable to confront the idea that the person you trust for cosmic guidance can't even predict if it's going to rain during their weekend picnic. It exposes the entire enterprise for what it is, a performance. They are selling a fantasy of control and certainty, a fantasy they themselves cannot access. When you realize the wizard can't even use his magic to find his own car keys, you stop believing he can lead you to a hidden treasure. Spreading false information, especially when you're being paid to do it, is not a victimless crime. It's honestly like throwing a rock into a pond. The ripples spread out and affect things in ways you might not even anticipate. An astrologer who takes money to promote a shaky investment scheme isn't just making a video. They are potentially leading thousands of their trusting followers toward financial ruin. People who might be struggling, looking for a sign, for any kind of hope, are the most vulnerable to these kinds of messages. They see their trusted guide pointing them in a direction, and they follow. Think about the consequences. Someone watches a video, invests their meager savings into a cosmically approved app, and loses it all. That's not just a financial loss, it's a devastating blow to their trust, their well-being, and their hope for a better future. The astrologer, meanwhile, has already cashed the check and is busy filming next week's video about which zodiac signs will find true love. The disconnection between their actions and the real-world consequences is honestly staggering. They are shielded by the anonymity of the internet, never having to face the people whose lives they may have damaged. The harm extends beyond just financial scams. These channels can be used to spread any kind of misinformation. Imagine a paid campaign to subtly discredit public health advice or to promote a divisive political idea, all under the guise of astrological prediction. The stars show a time of great confusion. Do not trust the words of those in authority. It's a dangerously effective way to manipulate public opinion, as it bypasses critical thinking and appeals directly to belief and superstition. The astrologer becomes an unwitting, or in some cases, a very willing, agent of disinformation. This erosion of trust is perhaps the most significant long-term damage. When people are repeatedly fooled by those they look up to, they become cynical and disillusioned. They lose faith not only in astrologers, but potentially in other sources of information as well. It pollutes our shared information ecosystem, making it harder for everyone to distinguish between what is true and what is false. A little lie, told for profit, doesn't just stay little. It grows, it spreads, and it leaves a trail of destruction, damaging lives and undermining the very fabric of social trust. The act of taking money to knowingly spread false information is fundamentally harmful. It is a predatory hustle that preys on the hopes and fears of ordinary people. You know, it's one thing to offer astrology as entertainment, as a fun way to think about one's personality. But it is another thing entirely to present yourself as a genuine spiritual authority, while secretly operating as a paid pitchman. This isn't just bending the truth, it's shattering it for profit. It's exploiting people's search for meaning and turning it into a monetization strategy. And honestly, that is profoundly unethical. The core of the harm lies in the power imbalance. The astrologer has a platform, authority, and the trust of their followers. The follower is often in a vulnerable position, seeking answers, guidance, or just a little bit of hope in a difficult world. When the astrologer abuses that power, they are not just misleading someone, they are taking advantage of their vulnerability. They are telling people what they want to hear, that there is a simple, magical solution to their problems, while knowing that it's a lie. This can lead people to delay seeking real help for their problems. Why wait for a promotion at work when the stars say you're about to receive an unexpected inheritance? Why work on your relationship when your horoscope promises a new soulmate is just around the corner? These false promises create a dangerous sense of complacency. They encourage passivity, suggesting that your fate is predetermined and all you have to do is wait for the universe to deliver. This is the opposite of empowerment. It disarms people, taking away their agency and convincing them to wait for a cosmic cavalry that is never going to arrive. Ultimately, this hustle cheapens the very human quest for self-understanding. It takes our natural curiosity about ourselves and our place in the universe and reduces it to a series of clicks, views, and shady financial transactions. It's a spiritual Trojan horse, looking like a gift of wisdom and enlightenment from the outside, but filled with deception and commercial exploitation on the inside. Taking money to spread lies isn't just bad business, it's a moral failure. It hurts people, it erodes trust, and it turns a search for light into a journey into darkness. So, what is the alternative to endlessly scrolling through videos of lucky numbers and sponsored prophecies? Here is a truly radical, groundbreaking idea. Log off and go live your life. Yes, that's it. That's the big secret. Instead of waiting for a bearded man on YouTube to tell you that today is a good day to be productive, just decide to be productive. Instead of looking for a celestial sign to start a new hobby, go to the art store, buy some paint, and make a glorious mess. Your destiny is not written in the stars. It's written in your daily actions, your choices, and your efforts. Focus on your own work, the things you can actually control. Pour your energy into your job, your studies, your craft, your relationships. The satisfaction you get from building something real, from achieving a goal through your own hard work, is 1,000 times more rewarding than the fleeting thrill of seeing your lucky number on a passing bus. Real life is messy, it's unpredictable, and it doesn't come with a manual. But it is also rich, beautiful, and full of genuine opportunities for joy and growth that you create for yourself, not ones that are handed to you by a cosmic algorithm. And please, for the love of all that is holy, enjoy yourself. Go for a walk, read a book, call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Experience the world directly, not through a screen filtered by someone else's predictions. The universe is incredibly vast and mysterious, but its greatest wonders are not hidden in a numerology chart. They are in a sunset, in a great piece of music, in the kindness of a stranger, in the taste of a really good slice of pizza. These are the real moments of magic, and they are available to you at all times, no subscription required. Don't outsource your happiness or your future to an online stranger. You are the protagonist of your own story. You hold the pen. Believing that your life is governed by the random pronouncements of a content creator is to give away your power. Take it back. The best way to predict your future is to create it, day by day, choice by choice. Stop waiting for the stars to align and start aligning them yourself. It's harder, yes, but it's infinitely more rewarding. So many people watch these videos because they are asking a fundamental question. How do I grow? They want to grow their income, their happiness, their confidence. And the internet, in its infinite wisdom, offers them a shortcut, a secret number, a magic crystal, a paid subscription to an astrological masterclass. But here's the truth. When people ask how to grow, the real answer has nothing to do with any of that. The real answer is to get real help, to do the real work, and to not be fooled by fake promises. If you want to grow your career, don't look for your lucky color. Instead, talk to a mentor in your field. Take a professional development course. Update your resume and actively seek out new opportunities. These are the actions that produce tangible results. They require effort, they take time, and they are not nearly as exciting as being told you're about to receive a surprise promotion because you are a Sagittarius. But unlike the astrological prediction, they actually work. Real growth comes from real engagement with the world. If you are struggling with your mental health or feel lost in life, the answer is not in a horoscope. The answer is to seek help from a qualified professional, like a therapist or a counselor. These are people trained to help you navigate your thoughts and feelings, to develop coping strategies, and to build genuine, lasting resilience. They can provide you with real tools to improve your life, tools that are based on science and psychology, not on the position of Mars relative to a distant nebula. Choosing therapy over tarot is choosing substance over superstition. And if you want to grow your finances, for God's sake, do not take investment advice from someone who also sells moon phase calendars. Talk to a certified financial advisor. Read books on personal finance. Create a budget. Learn about investing from reputable sources. These steps may seem boring, but they are the foundation of financial security. Fake promises of a lottery win or a sudden inheritance are just distractions. They are a hope tax levied on the desperate, and the only one who profits is the person selling the fantasy. True growth is a marathon, not a magical sprint. So here we are, at the end of our cosmic journey. We've seen how the internet has become a breeding ground for a new kind of astrology, one that is less about wisdom and more about clicks. We've seen how the seemingly harmless fun of lucky numbers can be a gateway to manipulation, and how some so-called astrologers are nothing more than paid spokespeople for a variety of schemes, hiding their ads behind a veil of starlight. It's a business model that thrives on our deepest hopes and our most profound anxieties. We have to ask the critical questions. Can these prophets predict their own futures? The evidence overwhelmingly suggests no. They are as susceptible to life's random curveballs as the rest of us. And we must recognize the real harm caused when people take money to spread false information. It misleads the vulnerable, causes financial and emotional damage, and pollutes our ability to trust. It's a cynical hustle that profits from the exploitation of hope, and we should call it what it is: a trick, a deception, a cosmic con job. The solution, thankfully, is simple. It's about shifting your focus. Instead of looking down at a screen for answers, look up at your life. Engage with your work, your family, your community. Enjoy the small, real moments of joy that are all around you. The universe is a magnificent, awe-inspiring place. There's no need to reduce its grandeur to a list of lucky numbers or a vague prediction about your love life. You can appreciate the beauty of the stars without believing they control your bank account. So, by all means, look up at the night sky. Be filled with wonder. But when it comes to your life, your money, and your future, look out. Be critical. Be skeptical of easy answers and magical promises. Seek real help from real experts, and put your faith in the one thing you can actually control: yourself. Your life is your own grand adventure. Don't let anyone, especially not a clickbait astrologer, convince you that they have a copy of the script. You're the one writing it. Make it a good one.